Edgar TV.
So, in this episode of Edgar TV, we're going to take a look at the UK Open, an event I've had the privilege of playing in 9 times to date. And this event is an event where careers are made and history is made, but what I'm going to look at today is I'm going to look at the 2 venues. The UK Open has been homed at the Reebok Stadium in Bolton and also at Butlins in Minehead. But which venue do I prefer as a player? And I'm going to have a look at the pros and cons of both. Now, the event first formed in 2003 and ran up to 2013, where it was at the Reebok Stadium, home of Bolton Wanderers Football Club. And just like it is in the modern day, it was played over 8 match boards in the early rounds, all playing at the same time. You'll see here this shot coming from stage, where we've got the main stage game going on, but in the background you'll see the other 8 boards playing in the main room, all at the same time. Now, this led to different people watching different games and different noises going on all the time, but it really led to a very exciting and unique atmosphere, and one of my favourite ones I've played in so far. You'll see that the floor space, there wasn't that much of it, people tightly packed in. It was a really unique and loud atmosphere in the Reebok. One of my favourite ever games happened at the Reebok Stadium when I took on Robert Thornton, who at the time was the defending champion of this event, currently in the Premier League, went down 9-7, 101 average for that game. Brilliant, but anyway, I'm going off track, let's get back on. One of my favourite things about this venue was this wraparound balcony. You'll see here this camera shot looking down. This is the player's side, so all the practice boards are up here and there's an open balcony that you can just look over and you can sort of see what's going on in the room. You get the whole atmosphere and the feel for everything that's going on, because you're basically just in the room, you're just upstairs looking down on it. You can keep an eye on your board, what's going on there, you can follow all the action. It was a really unique view and a really good vantage point for the event. And like I said, it's a wraparound balcony, so over the other side of the balcony, that's where Sky Sports set up for all the presenters and all that works. You'll see that camera shot here. Fantastic little feature of the venue. Now, one of the issues I tend to find with this venue, though, was there was no players' access to the boards. So to get to the boards, you sort of had to go in and through the crowdways. So it was a bit of a negative for the venue, and I know a couple of people actually got timed out. I don't know whether it was because of this reason, but it's the one I would have used. In 2014, though it headed south, the event moved down to Butlins in Minehead, a venue that has 3 different rooms. Now, I've had the privilege of playing on all 3 of these stages, so I'll go through them one by one. We've got board 1. This is the main arena, the main stage, the one you normally see on TV. Absolutely rammed every year, fantastic. But the crowd's a little bit set back with this one, so there's a bit of a gap between the stage and the first row of people. So when you're playing on this big stage, you do sort of feel a little bit alone up there. So it's one of the easier stages to play on, I'll say. Stage 2 is the total opposite. This one is a board that is standing on its own in a bar called Red's Bar, which is just off to the main stage side there. And this one, it almost funnels down, so you play on a low level and the crowd sort of build up, so they're almost looking down onto you. Very strange atmosphere in there. Ceiling feels quite low around it. The lights are blinding, so you've got to keep your head down all the time. Very unique feeling there. I'm not too keen on Reds, to be fair. And then we've got boards 3 to 8, which for me is the best room to play in out of all of them on the Friday. Playing here on the Friday, it's absolutely rocking. The atmosphere is brilliant. Everyone gets to come and see different players and all the players that they want to see. And for me, on a Friday, this room is what the UK Open's all about. Which, if you've got your Sherlock Holmes on already, you'll know exactly where I'm going with this. Yes, Minehead, we get the big stage and we get the big crowds, and the latter stages of this event look absolutely fantastic. But I think it does take away a little bit of that uniqueness of what the UK Open was originally about for me as a player, which was that really tight cauldron and that atmosphere and everything going off at once, which is why that 3 to 8 boardroom is so popular on the Friday, because that is what the Reebok Stadium really was. And that's, like I say, I've played in all 4 rooms, and for me still the Reebok Stadium is the best venue for it. Love Minehead. Absolutely love it down there for the Players' Championship finals. But for me, the UK Open, the best hose at the Reebok. What do you think? Did you go to these venues? Which do you prefer, either in the crowd or watching it on the TV? Be interesting to get a discussion going on this in the comment section below and seeing which people prefer. But for me, it's got to be the Reebok. Edgar TV. If you're watching this video and you haven't yet hit that subscribe button to Edgar TV, hit it now, or I'm going to start singing. And you don't want to hear that, trust me.